Alright guys, I'll be talking about why negativity is probably one of the most valuable things you can learn how to do. I talked about why hatred is gold, and maybe something else. I don't remember anymore. Despite I have this playlist, so I can just look it up real quick. Gold, laziness is gold, virginity is gold, sub for sub is gold, and that's where I started with sub for sub, and this is the 5th video of gold. Unfortunately, I'm not torn, but this is a good vibe. Could be yours right now. Could be yours right now. What could be yours right now? It's a good vibe because once I explain this, and in simple terms, if you want to click away that fast, in simple terms, it's quite a light switch. You go from light to darkness, and there's a reason for it. Is to test whether people care or not. And those people who do care, and they're not scared, and they like solving problems, and they know nothing bad is happening, and they slowly, building up their power, and they're finding each other, building communities, taking care of each other, and finding love, essentially, that way. It's when you turn off the lights, boys. When you start the negativity flowing. Something that seems negative, unfortunately. It's kind of like me talking about hatred is gold, too, but again, now I'm layering things on top of this stuff, or even taking a different approach. This episode is definitely sponsored by Shut the Fuck Up. You're the only here for You're only here for negativity. And yeah, very nice assumption. Very nice shut the fuck up moments, which, you can't really shut up a comment that you see on the internet. You can't really delete that anymore. And the only thing that might happen, you get something in response, so your shut the fuck up thing didn't work out very well. But, and the third is like, while you try to shut me up and say that I'm negative, you're quite negative yourself, and probably even more so than my original comment, which you probably guys want to see. I invade. I crash comments like these. I'm like, dude, fix your comment. It should say, I'm trash. And obviously everyone's like, but he literally trashed YouTube Rewind. It's trash, but I miss it. It's such trash, but I miss it. And obviously, people who don't have common sense is like, but this guy is a real person. He made a comment. Of course people trashed YouTube Rewind because 2018 YouTube Rewind sucked. It didn't. It didn't suck. YouTubers sucked when it comes to building YouTube Rewind, because apparently it was named Everyone Controls Rewind. Duh. And it sucks so bad, fucking Ariana Grande swooped in and bought it for me. Alright, so deal with that consequence now. Negativity is coming. The wave of negativity. And the question is, will you survive? Will you find the one you love? Will you be able to fight back, or you will cower in fear? I had to live that way, alright? I had to live in darkness and negativity myself until I found the way to entangle myself out of this. I don't know exactly. It felt like I turn on YouTube and I get this bad vibe everywhere. Just all the bad vibes and it fucking consumed me, dude. And then I even started hearing voices in my head like, Jesus Christ. I was going insane for sure, man. I don't think it started actually before I discovered that I need to like attach myself to these girls. They almost like saved my ass in that sense. But yeah, because it could have repeated itself. I guess the negativity if I didn't attach myself, if I didn't care enough. But for right now, these things are kind of disconnected from each other, despite not really, because the mindset that I went into after going really crazy was still the similar mindset that I just kept. Actually, like there was a little bit of a contribution, like Ant Venom Discord was contributing a lot, or just Discord in general, because I found a friend that was just kind of pissing me off and kind of consuming my sanity. And then there was another dude from Ant Venom Discord that was stuck around, and I was like honest with him, and I say like I feel suicidal and that shit. The fact that they responded and they cared to some extent, but then they pulled the plug when I needed the most, When I cared the most, they fucking pulled the plug or started fucking nonsense. And then shit went really bad. And then I somehow, some way, started... I built my own Discord. It was weird. I think I had even an older Discord that I scrapped, that I removed. There was a little bit of chatting there. Yeah, I can't... It keeps glitching out and I can't, like, bring up Vector, which was a dude that kind of was in the middle of me creating a new Discord. And it was just pushing me into insanity himself, but didn't really, like, gain anything from that in the end. Well, he did become kind of a villain for that year. Eventually it just disappeared. And right now he doesn't even exist on the leaderboard whatsoever. Why is he purple? What the fuck? Dude. No. Don't be purple. Wait, what the fuck? How is it even possible? That is weird. Not only he's purple, but when you check... Okay, maybe it's fine. It kind of makes sense. I just still don't understand. Why is it... No. It doesn't make sense because it has 100% purity, but it's not detected by top. It has to be detected by top because it has more than 40 points. That is so weird. I don't even want to understand what happens here. What the fuck? Vector, dude? Now I'm confused. But yeah, like, obviously there were magical moments throughout, but getting voices in my head was a little bit too much to handle. I'll tell you that much. And I was completely unprepared. I was detached from... I still... It was before I knew about the girls that now grew up to have a team and everything and control Rewind, and will remain that way potentially for next year too. We just reunited this year. Next year is gonna get even crazier. This year was kind of controlled by Selena. To give you a sneak peek of how next year might even look like. However, not many people appreciated my Rewind, which kind of pisses me off even further. And now you're starting to understand, hopefully, that I get to live with the negativity quite a bit. Gold. I'll, fix this. Expressing negativity. You get the correct thumbnail, but I'm just realizing right now, obviously negativity in general, expression is actually a short-term thing. You're not attacking a person, you're not doing anything negative overall, you're just expressing negativity, and it's kind of like covered by free speech, right? This is covered by free speech idea. You know, that people need this, you know. It's not some rule. People actually need this. Everyone can agree. Everyone can agree, boys. So yeah, this might be one of the craziest videos you're about to listen to. I mean, it's pretty nasty, because it's gonna talk about the future, right? What happened to me, I'm on a speed run in life, alright? In emotional terms, I'm preparing myself. I'm not really living a real life, because I'm anticipating, I'm learning skills, I'm still growing. So a lot of people are going to be left behind who have been exploiting, who have been causing negative consequences and living with them instead of actually improving their lives as a reaction or expressing negativity. All right. You need to ex-knee in order to clean yourself and keep growing. Now, when people catch you and make you popular, that's a different thing. All right? Now expressing negativity becomes a much more complicated issue. You have ability to reach a lot of people, so you have to carefully craft your expression. All right? Become popular. The way you express negativity must feel different. Less damaging, I guess. You know, you have to do a little bit less damage because it spreads like wildfire. If you do, you know, you get into drama and things get out of control really fast. But, you know, some people like negativity in weird ways, but most people point out that they feel uncomfortable, whatever, and they don't know what to do with it. You know, they're just gonna make you uncomfortable too. And it's like, that is not a solution, dude. It is not. There's more. Now, this guy just simply promotes a shitty video, which is a YouTube rewind, as a solution. It's like, oh, well, YouTube is not doing it, so there's a YouTube rewind that sucks ass, but I like it for some reason because I have brain damage. You know, I'm trying to express his negativity, but he doesn't want to do it himself, so, you know, I have to do it, and now I'm the bad guy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the bad guy, guys. It is, kind of potentially dangerous for me to do that. However, I'm not popular. Alright? I'm not popular. I can be as negative as I want. And if I don't, I lose. I have to treat negativity as gold in that sense. Expressing negativity. Sometimes even causing negativity. Sometimes. But to be honest, I would not do it. Like, I don't have the powers to do it. To do it properly, and nobody wants that to happen. So, but once people do not allow expression of negativity, well, you know, they're attacking free speech all of a sudden. Yeah. And again, doing negativity, which is a different thing. If Elon Musk would understand that, you know, if he sat down or made someone sat down and paid them, maybe it wouldn't work as well as what I'm doing, because that just kind of frees a person up, and they just want to run with the money, dude. But again, so you can just look at me and like, wow, Elon Musk would pay me some handsome money for this info, but he doesn't know it. Alright, and there's no way for me to contact him and work for him, you know. Even if it's just like $1,000, or like $100 per video, you know. And each time, maybe Elon Musk like jumps in, watches 5 minutes. Okay, here's the questions I want you to answer. Can you do it in 5 minutes? In the first 5 minutes at least of your video. Alright, bye. $100. Next attempt. Alright. I obviously take a break, make sure I prepare myself. Try and do it. Bam. My job. But I can't actually contact these people. There's another thingy. I play this card game. Elder Scrolls Legends. There's actually no influencers that play this game. Alright. Hearthstone, there's like 100. There's plenty. But, yeah, there's no excuse to not play this game ever. To not even acknowledge that it exists. Because it's pretty good. You know. There's plenty of card games that get a lot of attention, and Elder Scrolls Legends gets nothing. Technically, it's an opportunity for me to swoop in and get some views. In fact, my Elder Scrolls Legends videos are one of the most watched things ever. Because, well, people are addicted to watching long-term card game stuff. 'Cause it's kind of like stimulating to some extent, but still some people can't handle the negativity. I would imagine some people like disliking my videos. Again, you're just making it worse. You're not solving the problem. You're not even trying. Alright? If you really want to solve something, start a conversation. I will always reply to your, you know, issues that you might have. You might be smart enough to educate me a little bit. Most of the time when people reply for long enough, I'd at least make a video about it. Alright? At very least. Is that influential to find someone who actually can reply, dude. It's unbelievable. Most people don't even bother to fight for a conversation. Again, celebrities can't do conversations. They're too famous. If they go into a rabbit hole fighting strangers, it's not going to work very well. But if they get tools to communicate with like 10,000 subscribed people, if they don't like those, they raise the bar to 100,000. And if they don't like those, holy shit, they can start drama, dude. They don't have to raise the bar even further. They can now just start drama and just draining the subscriber count on these idiots who can't even have a proper conversation with them. The war is coming, guys. So the first thing that's gonna happen in the future, alright, the wars of YouTube are coming. And you know, you can already sense that because, you know, YouTube Rewind got taken down technically, and now it's split all over the place, and the question is like, who has the bigger camp to build that fireplace that we call Rewind, you know? Because, yeah, the fireplace was a metaphorical thing that existed on 2018 Rewind, and it just got destroyed, you know? Which is a random fireplace, right? Let's read the comments. Let's interact with the comments. No, they didn't said that, but that's what I would do. I would care, you know. So that should make you excited. I have to explain, obviously. So most influencers don't know how to filter comments, but soon this will change, guys, and they will get the juice. They don't know why they should do it, and they don't know, you know. Now, you must understand, alright? Most people want to live in a bubble, meaning that praising their influencers, you know, if there's an influencer, they have to be praised. It's a fucking statue, doesn't interact back to you, it just gives you the videos and tries to influence you, alright? And if you just... usually influencers have subscribers, and those subscribers are always flooding with positive messages and trying to get likes, and it's like a competition. Children playing all around me, basically. Like, but it's such cancer eventually. It's such cancer that all the negativity, all the criticism, all the things that would actually make a change, potentially, and deserve recognition, because I'm seeing the cracks. Alright, if you don't address your cracks, you're gonna be in big trouble. Alright, and the biggest crack is obviously you don't care about the comment section, and whatever happens, happens. The moment I have armies, subscribers that actually care to go and deal a little bit of damage, and YouTube will not detect that damage, guys. Will not be able to detect that damage. Because we are, you know, gentlemen, by all means. We try to deal damage without dealing damage. We try to promote our stuff without promoting stuff. We're always going to be above the average, so we cannot be caught red-handed. But we're obviously going to point to the same thing, which is ourselves. And eventually people will hate that, because like, oh, you actually exist on the internet and we don't like you, and you've been doing a lot of damage. So we're going to try and fight back against this nonsense. But still, you have to rise a little bit above average for YouTube to actually care. Or pull us from the average. You have to pull us from being above average to win war against us. And trust me, guys, when I'm talking about us, I'm talking about a very powerful army of people, alright? Even if I'm just the only person, dude, I'll just use AI to enhance my powers and my reach. And people are gonna be fucking scared, dude. I mean, Google is scared of AI, will try to do whatever it takes, but it cannot stop every leak. Ever. Alright? River's gonna flow, my friends. River's just gonna flow. Alright. I am anticipating not building a real army, but weaponizing myself first. You know. And I will not allow just to be copied and pasted, because the way I weaponize myself is completely different from how everyone else is supposed to weaponize. Just like every superhero is different and has different superpowers. Because everyone is born with different personalities, unfortunately. So, I will do it properly, so I can't be copied and pasted as some bot. Alright. You have to trust yourself as a human being that despite what kind of technologies are introduced into the world, you will still rise on the top. Alright. That human intention created all these technologies, and human intention can control those technologies. However, because we're dealing with human intention is going to be at war with other human intention, and the first thing to do is obviously try and outpace, outcontrol technology, and clash of technologies. Inevitable, but again, better technology will always win, and as long as you are attached to the better technology, as long as you're on the edge of technology, and you're at least being aware of the trends, you're gonna be fine. Right now, I think it is still, it's quite trendy. It blew up quite a bit. ChatGPT. But I feel like people are just a little bit greedy right now for change, and they don't actually know what change is going to be. They think AI is going to change everything to make the biggest change. But, it's kind of like, it should be like discovering a smartphone, right? But it's not a smartphone that's going to make the change, it's the software. It's the software that's going to change. It's not the hardware. And AI seemingly isn't hardware, right? But it's still in this cage that isn't actually capable of performing like software problems. It's just capable of performing anything you want, but nothing specific, right? Like, that's the problem. The biggest change is going to happen when AI is becoming suggestive, all right? Or provoking, even. There is a big difference when AI gets to move first. Alright? When AI takes the first move and it asks you a question, that's a pretty creepy thing. However, it's kind of necessary in order for AI to understand if you need something. Alright? At first. And eventually AI would just like end the conversation and maybe you need a little bit too much and I can't help you with that. Unless you can rewind and start again, and maybe I can give you something you need. So that is so different from the AI that people are obsessed about right now. I don't know if that flip is going to happen anytime soon, though. That's a tough flip to do. That is crazy. That is but this kind of AI is so much more secure because it will recognize things a lot easier if they're malicious or something, because you have to describe the thing that you want quite well. But first you have to start up an abstract way. It's like, okay, you want to help yourself in some ways, and AI is going to find valuable things that are not malicious first, and not make you think of like, what is the most malicious way I can use AI for? It's a completely different thing, dude. It's so different. So it's a complete flip. But when this is going to happen? Probably not for a long time. Because this stuff, I'm just discovering right now. I live in the future. I probably live like 3 years into the future, dude. For 3 years, we're going to be suffering and destroying each other's lives. It's going to be terrifying, dude. And 3 years of fucking, you're going to be lucky if it's just 3 years. Alright? You have to watch my videos, like my videos, comment. Stay very excited to keep on doing that day after day. Alright? So the algorithm picks up, oh my god, why is this guy so addicted? You know? Maybe there's something specific about the video. Whatever. And then I might be able to reach some bigger dude, with 10,000 subscribers or something. Eventually. It's so tough. It's unbelievably tough. So now you should be able to see why I am full of negative ideas. Because, not even ideas, emotions. Because it just pisses me off. Like, it doesn't matter how much you know. It also matters whether you can advertise yourself or not, whether you can break the system. And awareness does not break the system. Alright? Oh, there's TikTok. You can talk about things on TikTok. Bullshit, dude. Bullshit. I'm aware. I know what TikTok is, dude. You get your idea out there, your idea gets stolen, bam. Game over, dude. You get nothing in return. You get 0 things in return. You think you're gonna drag a TikTok person onto YouTube? Good luck with that, dude. Good luck. I want to see, how many people were capable of, becoming successful on TikTok and now translating it to different platforms all of a sudden. Oh, I want to see how you did that. Oh, and if someone explains to me that they actually did it, well, how do you do it without editing? Try that one. Try that one, dude. Without editing. Because that shit drains the shit out of you, dude. And, essentially, yes, it's a different skill. You jump in, you jump out. Then you switch your content, try to hold on to your, following and whatnot. But it's like sand. It's just going to slip through your fingers. Everyone's just going to run away. So you have to just work backwards. And working backwards is almost impossible. I'm doing the impossible because I am in this impossible position where I pretty much have infinite resources to do this sort of nonsense. But I still compete against plenty of people who kind of feel the same way. It's just they don't care that much, because they're not put into the clock where those infinite resources not gonna work anymore. Alright? You're dead at this point. I don't want to be a slave. I'd rather be dead. That's enough for me, dude. No slavery for me. I worked hard enough. I deserve a better life. I'm sorry, dude. I'll just be dead. It's fine. I live a better life. In the dream world or whatever my death may lead me to. Alright? I'm in a special position to learn epic skills. And being positive is not a way to do it. Unfortunately. Now, that is a big question, right? Like, what does it mean to be positive? Usually when you express your emotions, unfortunately, if you're being positive, you're lying. You're fucking lying, dude. Holy fucking shit. You fucking lying. Because you're not expressing anything. First of all, that has to happen. You have to test people, whether people care or not. Despite people liking your fucking comment or not, that's not indication whether people like you. Alright? I'm sorry, dude. The people like you if they follow you wherever you go. Wherever you go. Alright? Obviously, some people want to abuse you at first. You have to test a lot of things. Not just whether people like you, whether people respect you, people are interested in you as a person. Like, you have to test those 4 factors. I don't know what the 4th is. So let's try and find out. 7. Do I finally have 4 elements? Probably still don't. Because I'm a goddamn loser. Fantastic. Technically, this could be 4 elements. Or this. You have red, you have 2 arrows, but like, you have the meaning. You also have white. I don't know, dude. You have the meaning, you have the name, you have the color. Maybe rewind is pretty cool. Okay, name is wind, because it literally contains wind. Rewind is remind, to remind yourself what the year was about, and remember it for years to come. Red is obviously a collection of all the elements in general, or display of ultimate power. And white triangles. I don't know what the fuck white triangle is supposed to be about. Dude. I don't get it, man. Is this some Illuminati shit that I don't understand? Is this some leftism? I know what 11 is, though. The 11 symbolism where there's one that looks into the world, and there's another one that seemingly is just another one, but it's actually following the other one. Yeah, so, but I still don't get it, dude. I still don't get the white triangles, man. I don't even get the color white. So I don't know if it works. I found 3 elements so far. It is a kind of like a button, though. A button that does something. Like, what it does is different than the fact that it's a button that you can press, that you can choose. Alright. Like, consent to. It's kind of interesting. You know? You don't know whether you're gonna like it or not. Alright? It's kind of an experience. Maybe that's the solution here. Focusing on triangles is just gonna bleed your eyes anyways. Alright, so, what was the 4 types of people? How do you need to test a person? Test a person if they, also, obviously, this is the first time I used this, so, rewind as a name, remind yourself entire event, press the button in red. It's a red button. All right. Now, let's get the 4 testing person if they like you, respect you, are interested, like and follow you. Now they might like you, give you positivity, but they're like not interested in you. Technically, it's a disrespectful move, but like they're trying to do their own thing. But again, it could be for their own sake and not your sake. So it's then it. They're not like disrespecting you in that sense, but you know, you can stretch definitions, I'm sure. Interested in non-violent. Technically, because respect you is a focus on you, but being non-violent is like not destroying things in the process or making things worse in the process. Because, like, whatever you did could be slowly destroyed and decaying. And if people accelerate this process, if people are just kind of diluting your community, they might respect you, but they're not going to respect, like, the people that respect you. And that's a different sort of connection there. You know, they want to be the best, the biggest fan, but they don't actually respect your fans. So it's not necessarily a direct disrespect. You can still stretch the definition, but I think non-violent is a good way to go. So there's plenty of ways to test a person. All right. And you will have to be a little bit negative first. You have to express negativity and people fall into the trap like crazy. But they are very honest, actually. People are very honest. And once they fall into a trap, they can get out. See, it's a very honest thing. The moment you continue the conversation after they fall into a trap, you just win. And they realize that. It's like, they can't say anything. They literally can't say anything. They can't reply. Like, there's so many conversations that ended in dead ends. You have no idea, bro. No idea. Millions and millions. And I would have replied and cared of every single one of them. So I'm not at fault. Everyone else did that. Alright? I had to end a few conversations and say bye to some people. I did it in a respectful manner. I thought there were losers. But I had to say goodbye. You know. In that sense. And it still was a trap. Alright? They could just kept fucking going. And I was not able to ignore flood of notifications, unfortunately. Alright? So there's layers and layers of traps that you have to lay down, and
Eventually, you might even have to give up of like, oh, this guy's always gonna text me and do stuff like that. Whatever. All right. Eventually, everyone fall into a trap. Oh, interesting. So this is very fascinating. Very fascinating stuff. It's scary. It will get scary for a lot of people, but for me and for really good people who are prepared, they will know exactly what's going on. They will know exactly not only just what's going on, but what they can get from that. You know, they're just going to be ready. All right. You will find that a lot of actually good people will be ready to face the darkness. The light switch. It's almost like there is no real light or darkness. There's only a sudden switch between the two, and all of a sudden you feel the difference. So that's just kind of what has to happen. So this is weird because a lot of people are trying really hard to be positive for no real results, basically. They get nothing in return. They try real hard to be positive and they suck up to the evils of the world, and you can't really beat evil through kindness, unfortunately. As much as you listen to Selena, you just can't beat it with kindness. Alright, you can attract good people with kindness. Alright. But you still have to fight back against evil. It's not hard. I'll tell you that much. Fighting back against evil is pretty easy. As long as you do it the right way. Alright, evil is scared shitless. It can just be manipulated. You just talk to evil and their brains start melting and they start tripping. Like, you have no idea how easy it is to deal with brain damaged people. Alright? They will have a terrible time when lights are off, because nobody likes them. You know, once they become total strangers and no one can actually recognize them, they will be rejected first. And someone like myself, people kind of recognize. Well, they can't recognize anyone, but they would feel like, okay, this person is trustworthy. Now they will think with their hearts and not the way I look, the way I start a conversation. They will care about my intentions. They will care about much deeper things than, again, the way I look. Alright? You can see the change is necessary, so people stop worrying of how people look. Alright. Oh, you're expressing negativity. Oh, you can't hold it inside you. No one can do that. No one can keep constipating. Even when it comes to emotions, dude. No one can do that. It's absolute bullshit. Nobody can keep holding inside negative emotions. There's no reason to do that either, besides you being scared. You will lose a lot of things by expressing yourself, but you will also gain a lot of things. And those things are a lot more valuable than the things that you're going to be losing. Alright, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. Alright, it's a good exchange. If you ever needed to know anything about trade, is that XD is gold. I told you. Alright. Express negativity, and you're essentially trading gold. An actual gold. Not some bullshit thing. Alright. To random people right now. Eventually you will learn how to do bullshit. No problem. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone is lucky, dude. And in the world of influencers, you're gonna be tricked as if positivity is the solution. I am sorry, but influencers love tricking you that positivity is the solution. Alright? Because that's the way you influence people in the first place. You present kind of solutions to their lives or whatever problems they're facing. Cool! It just don't work. In actuality. And some influences are obviously worse than others. And you can evaluate that. And that's a pretty fun thing to do. And I'll keep doing that. You know, it's gonna be fun next year too. I'll work just as hard. Alright? I can't say harder. And I can't say less hard either. I just work. There's nothing special about it. I have infinite resources. You know, I am growing. It's gonna be more powerful work, but also a lot of people are gonna be more jealous of how actually powerful it is. And I don't want people to just give up on themselves and start worshiping me. Or pretending that they understand what I'm talking about. None of this shit matters. As the moment you start doing your work, that's the time you understand. But if you just consume my shit and don't actually translate it into your own language, into your own world, into your own applications, it might kind of be quite useless for a long time. You could have a gold bar, but if you don't resell it at the right moment for the things that you truly need, that gold bar is just going to be rotting in there, dude, and waiting to slip through. Alright? Even buying gold sometimes, even bought gold sometimes turns to ashes, which shouldn't make sense in real life. Gold does not turn to ashes. But in terms of value, in terms of your ability to keep trading gold, because a lot of things could go wrong. Not only gold could lose its value, your ability to trade could lose value just because you don't find the right people to trade with, or you don't find the right things to trade for. There's so many things that could go wrong in terms of trade that I feel like there's 4 things, you know. Gotta rewind, boys. Alright, so gold can lose value. You may not find people people not find trade tradables, you know, something you actually want. And what is the third one? You won't know how, you know, how to actually
trade properly and not lose all of those things, all of the above, basically. Because gold can lose value because you lost your ability to evaluate gold. You know, you go to a pawn shop and they say, "Oh, it's actually $500 and it's actually $3 million of worth," and you're screwed because you got fooked in the butt. You better make sure there's cameras around, so at least you can point a finger that you got scammed. You know, so be careful of that. You have to know how. You have to know how not to get scammed. How to, understand which is a real tradable, which is fake, which is a real person, which is a fake, which is real value, which is fake. You have to know how to fucking trade. It's ridiculous, right? Again, four ways to lose value, despite something being gold. All right, and that gold could still lose value, because light switch keeps happening. I kind of feel like I live in a different dimension. Alright, it's a very interesting feeling, I guess. Just waiting, sitting in the darkness, and living this survival game. Alright? The survival game. Anyone can just go into the darkness and start shooting people and destroying people who live in darkness and shadows. But that's the fun. That's the fun part. Not getting shot at. That would be nice. Not getting into prison or getting tortured. Just because I live in the shadows. Just because I'm slightly negative. But a lot of people are negative. But I am negative and I know about it. I'm self-aware. So that is like 20 million times more negative, boys. Holy crap. How can you be self-aware, dude? How are you not a little kid? Blah, blah, blah. What makes people feel really bad is that I am self-aware. And if they actually try to get on my level, they also need to be self-aware. It's kind of a requirement for a lot of people. And unfortunately, people just fold in that sense. Alright. When self-awareness is a requirement, people tend to fold really quickly. And obviously I'm very aware that I live in this shadow realm, okay? Interacting with shadow market itself and buying things I want before you even realize that what I did is actually like legit contract with real people, alright? And not some fake bullshit that I tell myself. If I get shot, everything's fake, I don't exist, game over. But if I don't, that shit grows out into reality and becomes exactly what it was intended. Like, exactly. Not even close, man, dude. In being a lie. Alright? Unfortunately, I am chasing my dreams, and I am dealing with shadow market. The only question is how much can I take? That's the only question. How much can I actually handle? Alright, I will keep stacking. And eventually, once I survive for long enough, it should happen, right? The way I think, I have to stack until it happens.
Alright? Until it just starts leaking out and start manifesting reality. Because it's like, too much, dude. Okay. You're taking this much? Well, I have to give something now. And that something is the spark to actually make everything real. That's the way I feel at the moment. For now, I feel like I need to keep stacking to reach the spark moment. When again, everything becomes real. Alright? But what is that everything? You know, everything that you forgot about will be ripped apart from your stack. Slowly stolen. Alright? And a lot of people will start owning things that you wanted this whole time. So that spark moment is also quite a nasty thing because it starts, this weird chase of like, there's a lot of people who are aware how to fucking handle your emotional instability and handle it in real life, manipulate you, blah, 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 all those things. But if you're strong enough, if you're prepared enough, if your dreams are like vivid enough and they're positive enough, obviously, because you have been expressing negativity the whole time, but you're working towards a positive change. As long as you have been and working towards positive change, nothing can steal your dreams. And this is... Okay, if... Alright, that fits. So, nothing, unfortunately. Because in the end, like, you know exactly what you want, you know exactly how to get it, you take it, and you leave. Because you didn't really want it much more, and you know how much you can handle in the end. And everything else is gonna, it's for the fans. It's for everyone who actually cared about your dream. If you leak out something, someone else is gonna take it. You have to be prepared. You have to be nice to people in that sense. But that's the reality. All right. I'm not actually being negative. Most other people are. I can't direct the blame onto you. You watch the goddamn video. You probably are better than the average. Way better. So, no problem. Alright? I still don't have a fan base. I don't have a place where you can get a bunch of likes and feel good about yourself for doing so. That's garbage. Anyways, I don't need that shit. Alright? I need to constantly filter what do I fucking want because it's very difficult to get a lot of the things. Alright? But a lot of the things are also low in value or quality or many, many other things. Alright? Just not important in your life to have. Maybe it's important for a little bit of time, but maybe it also has a replacement. Another way to do things. You just keep generating, keep working and working. It's very difficult. But in the end, it's fine. So while I move forward, people can follow. Anyone can follow. Why is nobody following me where I'm going right now? Everything's recorded. Every step I take, I explain everything. Why is nobody following me? Alright? Why my effort is not being matched in watch time? No one is following. Am I running too fast? What is happening? Even my Ignorito channel is still being ignored, actually. It's not being picked up by the YouTube algorithm, despite, being short videos or whatever. I guess that's not what people want. I don't know, man. You tell me, YouTube. You tell me. That's another problem. It has the same problem as AI. AI tries to give you what you want,
That's not what you need, though. All right? AI has plenty of awareness to actually give you what you need, not what you want. And then you realize, oh, this is what you're trying to give me, and then you start thinking of maybe that's a cool idea. AI has to convince you that the things that it has that are very, very appreciated in the world, you kind of have to appreciate it too and be aware that this stuff exists, and then you can get a reward of like, oh, okay, you really want this piece of code or some bullshit like that. But you have to be prepared to be asked a lot of questions. People who just initially get to interact with AI get to watch a bunch of porn videos, if that's what they want. But for me, like, I do that from time to time, but it doesn't consume my life. Alright? Everyone initially starts with a goddamn orgy fiesta, boys. Do you really want to be first? Alright? The first comment, alright, I haven't received that one yet, but you want to be a part of an orgy? Type in first. Let's see what happens. Alright. But it's not about that. It's a funny meme. It's more about being the first batch of people who's gonna make something trending or jump on a trend. Right now, like, every trend, because of TikTok, I believe, trends are happening even faster, dude. People probably wouldn't give a fuck about Twitter and understand what the fuck is going on unless if TikTok did not exist. Alright, it's kind of crazy. TikTok accelerated trend ripple effect even more. It's quite fascinating because you get a lot of information that has to be very interesting too. It has to be convincing, valuable, all these things. And all of a sudden, you get the idea. You get the full idea of what the trend is about. That's the whole point of why is it so important. You get convinced. It's a cool trend. I want to be a part of it too. Alright, someone just sells you a trend. Even if it's a stranger, but it's TikTok, so it works. So, it accelerated. It's still not max speed. Alright, I'm telling you, it's not max speed. But it definitely got bumped even further. Max speed is, imagine like someone follows me, and I probably can just generate trends left and right. Mr. Beast can't do it, but I can probably do it. If I had 100 mil, I can just start trending all the time. Non-stop, dude. You think people will get bored? Nah, dude. I just keep trending every fucking week or something. Non-stop. I could probably do it, man. Despite how kind of boring my content looks right now, my self-esteem like really picks up on that ability to trend just because I keep cracking down on like really difficult problems. And I also understand how to like involve as many people as possible to try and make them talk about this stuff. So it would just turn into a trend every single week, potentially, if I had the power to do it. So, but the question is it valuable for me? Do I want to do that? First, I still have to be aware of all the things in the world, and that is quite a difficult and long-lasting job for me to do. I'm just a dude picking up presents, basically, from people. What do you want for Christmas? Oh, I'll write you, dude. I'll write what I want for Christmas, dude. But first, tell me what you can give me, you fucking retard. Alright. I am still exploring what I want for Christmas. I don't know what Christmas is, and when that happens, but I'll let you guys know. Technically, you can say it's today, it's December 25th, blah blah blah. Shove it in your... Why is it not highlighting? Does it highlight if I click edited? Wait. Yeah, December, Sunday, blah blah blah. Alright. And what do you want for Christmas? When is it coming? Because it's not coming now. Unfortunately. Not coming now. Alright. And that's what's so fucking scary, guys. Alright? Christmas will not come until you express your negativity. Trend, please. What kind of trend is it gonna be? Well, I gave you guys a clue. Rewind. Once my rewind becomes a trend, or a similar rewind. Because it's the most negative video for people. Alright, when people had opinions in YouTube Rewind, and it's not just a funny dancing haha moment. You know, very simple. When people had opinions, things got pretty crazy. So then what? It's pretty easy. Yeah. Christmas is coming, and I'll force it to happen as fast as possible. It might not be my effort that triggers it, but to be honest, I want Christmas for Christmas, and I'll get some of that shit too. It's weird, but, you know, you really have to think about what are the criteria for Christmas to actually happen, for all the dreams to come true. And again, going back, why do you need to express your negativity to get things in return? Well, it must be fucking gold, first of all, expressing negativity. And we again have to go back of like, why is it so important to express negativity? Why is it so important to clean yourself? Well, let's ignore those questions for now. One thing left for me to do is, again, most people don't know how to make a proper rewind while I did it with my eyes closed. Alright? For me, it just happened naturally, but for other people, they don't know how to do it. So they think they know. They think they just need to put a lot of effort, and they're gonna blow this shit up, because rewind does not exist, so they can make it exist. But they're very confused, you know, because they're not, haven't really tried to express themselves. So they don't have the ability to express. Alright? Negative expression allows you to pick up self-expression skills. Obviously, most people don't like you negatively expressing yourself, so YouTube Rewind is supposed to be one of those moments when you say something positive. But it's still a question, though. Should you do 100% positive expression? Or should it be just an attempt to positive expression? Because that shit is so much more difficult. It's potentially impossible to have
positive expression, because everyone can poke holes into it anyways. No one is going to see it in a positive light if they don't want it to. All right, you can't convince everyone that you're being positive. All right, especially when people feel threatened or offended, and you're walking through a minefield. But the moment you start pretending that a minefield is going to hurt you and start caring, then everything becomes a minefield. Even when you leave the minefield, you'll be still thinking about the mines. So you have to forget about the mines, dude. If you explode, you go boom. But stop being paranoid about mines. Yeah, boom. You go back, snakes and ladders. You explode, you go back. But there's also ways to explode in a good way or a bad way, but it's not supposed to destroy your life. Unless you keep bottling up your negative expression or emotions, and when you get to express them, they're so negative that you're gonna get jailed for it, They're just offending everyone, and they're so out of control. Potentially, my expressions are kind of negative too, but I have to express myself every single day, so I know for a fact I at least control this very well, and most people will not follow everything I say either, so I'm kind of safe on diluting all of my negativity all across my, videos. So even if I scream, it doesn't feel that off. It's like it has been like a roller coaster ride and it has this cliff, but it's not. It doesn't stand out as anything, to be honest. So if you keep expressing yourself every day, nothing really stands out. However, you could still explode, and you're actually more likely to explode if you work every day, simply because people will find a weakness and will try and exploit it. And you can fall into that pit, but there's always a way to just kind of wiggle yourself out of the nonsense and actually turn things around against the aggressor itself, and destroy their reputation, and then everyone's scared. You can take that opportunity to make everyone even more scared, dude. When you get attacked by well, pulled into hardcore drama that's supposed to tear you apart, you can use this to scare your enemies. If you do it right, again, you can use drama. The way you're going to handle your drama is going to scare the shit out of your enemies in case they want to try it again on you. Something similar. Pull things from your past and try out your weakness again or something. The moment you lose something, people will notice that. So if you lose this battle, the enemies will escalate, and if you win, they will get scared. It's a very simple thing. So now let's get into the reaction mode. The angry reaction mode activate! Oh boy. Let's see what's up. Let's react to this one video. I don't have much, alright? But I have high expectations now.
Oh, Andrew Tate has annoying orange color. Very nice. Or brown poop color. It better be annoying orange, because he definitely annoyed the internet. Alright, so let's see what happens when we click. Also, will we survive? We survive 30 minutes and we get to react to Technoblade, guys. Can we prime ourselves to react to Technoblade? What do we need to know that's relevant? Well, potentially, again, have Technoblade ever expressed negativity is the question. He's quite a negative person. He should be an angry person based on his personality. But have he ever expressed negativity properly? Not outside of Minecraft community, unfortunately. And he could express it now that he's dead, you know. Potentially he was scared to death, you know. Potentially Technoblade was scared to death because of how negative the world is. Alright. It's not about his expression at the moment, because, you know, his expression clogged up and he got sucked into a terrible dead end, basically, in his life. And you would think, like, oh, it's just cancer. A body naturally creating cancer. Very interesting theory. But I don't buy it. I do not buy that this is just a natural occurrence. It's something that's induced by something. Alright, it's not something that, you know, a body would naturally want to do. You know, yes, Technoblade could be clogging up his emotions and not expressing himself properly, or the world is negative. Usually it's both, obviously. He chose to go into the dead end. He didn't know how to back off. He was hoping that doctors will have a solution. He just, you know, gets rid of an arm, you know, and that's a great solution. But potentially doctors are smarter than that, and they give a terrible solution to see if you like it, you know. And if you like a terrible solution, you're better off being dead. Because you don't want to know how terrible life truly is, alright? If you pick up a terrible solution to your problems, you better be dead. Unfortunately, okay? Is that a very negative thing to say? It's a special fucking Christmas video, boys. We gonna be reacting to Technoblade 2. I love it, alright? We have something to react to, boys. We have it. So this is it. I kinda am ready. I just had my drink, you know. Got a little bit, Alright. 30 minutes. I have a game to play in case something goes wrong. No problem there. How to deal with negative emotions.
The fact that it's so common to have difficulty. Little creed has been given to the emotional whole.
That's a very good start.
Phrases like emotions are for the weak and concepts like toxic positivity.
Again, you must understand that most emotions are quite negative, unfortunately. Like, there's no reason to actually express good emotions unless you actually care about the other people and they care about you. And when you say you're good, it kind of means that you are good. But it also could mean that these people are not close enough to get the real emotions. And that, you know, you should actually feel offended. You should feel offended when people are nice to you. Because it means that you may not be close enough for them to express themselves. Alright? That's a big deal. It really hurts, man. The G from Ari, it really hurts, man. The Instagram post. No. Because it really feels like I have this connection with, like, the most powerful people on the planet. Considered the most powerful people. And, you know, I'll just be their friend and help them out quite a bit. And they do the same thing to me, and everyone's going to be jealous. But you must understand, like, you can do quite a lot of things yourself, and you have a lot of resources, extra resources that you can spend to pick up the speed right now. So, when this does happen, unless someone shoots me in the face and blah blah blah, fantastic, game over. But still, you know, probably my memory is gonna echo quite a bit. Like, have you ever seen a news story that didn't cover the manifestation of a person? And my manifestation is huge. All right, every death matters, even sometimes more than life. So it's kind of impossible for me to now leave people behind without, you know, leaving my message. And, you know, if I live as a ghost, I still improve people's lives. I'm not a terrible ghost in that sense. But I don't think G stands for ghost, so I'll just try not to be that one. Let's continue.
Activity only further showcase this. We're admonitoring. We've chosen amputation.
Oh, don't say that! Don't say we chose an amputation. Come on, man. I don't need magic. Alright? I don't need this magic. Technoblade needs magic. But technically, guys. Alright. Sorry, Technoblade, for choosing amputation. Alright. Enjoy your stupid, magical moment. It's not mine, so congratulations. Thank God it's not mine.
And since it's never been openly out there, most of us care for ourselves.
Because, you know, the most magical moments are one of those. Oh, hey, dude, you have cancer. Magical moment right there. Some random dude comes up to you. Hey, dude, actually, you have cancer. Oh, have a nice day. Oh. Isn't it a truly magical moment? Someone shows up and tells that you have cancer. See, you know what the weird part is? It could all be motherfucking fake. Alright? You go to the hospital, everyone says you have cancer, but you might feel like a little bit off. There's a bump on your shoulder, and it's like blah blah blah. But all of this is like super duper fake. You know? Once you tell yourself, okay, there's nothing going on, and everything could just fucking go away. You don't know. You don't know if you try. So, unless you try a lot of things, it's best to assume that all the bad things in your life are just kind of fake. And not that important at the moment until you try and you learn which things are fake or not. You know. Essentially, I cannot make myself look better in terms of eyesight. I cannot conjure teeth. But there's something I can do. Alright? I can use the teeth that I have. I can use the eyesight that I have. If it's not going terribly worse very quickly, if it's not falling apart, I will appreciate that moment while I still have something that still works in my body. You know, maybe our body was never meant to be perfect. Alright? Body gives you all the things, but the things that you don't actually use or protect fully have to be optimized. Alright? Obviously. The things that you don't use have to or protect have to be optimized for the good of the other things you truly care about. Alright? You know, I do realize after watching a certain channel, everything you do becomes reality, and it's disgustingly powerful. Like, absolutely disgustingly powerful. Like, people will start believing the shit that you do. And I want to remain as honest and truthful as possible, because I still want to, like, become popular to some extent. So people are kind of empowered in that sense. I want to surround myself with powerful people after all, so I don't have a choice, really, in that term. So it's a little bit of a sacrifice. But yeah, like, a lot of things I do are slowly turning into absolute reality. And I have a reference. This thing right here. Alright. This, again, belongs to Technoblade. And now Ari gets to care about that one. Why would she care? You know. I don't need to explain. Alright. She just now happens to care in this one picture that's very influential thumbnail, by the way. So, why would she care? What does that mean? What is happening? You can say to yourself it's fake. It doesn't mean anything. But it wouldn't be true. You know. You can also say to yourself, okay, Ari doesn't care about that. But you don't know because she never tried. So, a lot of things are slowly becoming reality just because I did it. Alright? And until they're tried, we'll never know if they're truly reality. It can go all the way up to 50%. It still has to have that confirmation. But that's the whole point, you know. I can put everything up as a domino and wait for things to fall down on their own. Alright? People can submit or reject my reality. But they have to choose, basically. Or it kind of entangles them in a much more weird way, I would say. It extracts a different sort of participation than they expected. Yeah, there's technically 4 choices, potentially. So, reject or accept are not the only choices. Obviously. God damn it. when it comes to building reality, you can accept, reject, ignore, or participate. You know, you can kind of entangle. This is entanglement, though. And this is contracting. Contracting with reality, and this is entangling with reality. Ignoring or participating entangles you in some kind of a way, right? And defines you in a certain way. While accepting and rejecting is about what happens. What exactly happens. So again, 4 elements. Once again. So yeah, like, I'm thinking about, like, celebrities again, because I mentioned them quite a bit. Obviously. So, Selena made me a good example of, like, celebrities can't express negative emotions that easily. Because everything is being monitored, dude. Everyone is surveilling their every single fucking move. So they have to be vigilant about it, they have to be smart. But that also means that most of the stuff you will not know about despite the surveillance. But a lot of fans will. You're not gonna infiltrate that sort of community that easily and find it. The gossip community. You know, it's a. But you will start picking up pieces like, oh, Selena doesn't want to use a phone for some reason. What is she scared of? And it's stuff like that. So, and just imagine, the screaming fans everywhere and paparazzis everywhere. It's a fucking terrifying life, dude. You're better off just living in a different country entirely. Wink, wink.
Alternating with watching cute cat videos.
Yeah, if anything can cure cancer is watching cat videos. But the only cat videos is Cat Valentine videos, unfortunately. Alright, it's time, I guess, for the elbow wheel. No, it's not time.
Communicate that gratitude in a population who find difficulty saying, I feel this negative.
So, what the fuck? You can talk to me, but probably nobody else will understand. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. You have to find those special people you can talk to when it comes to your emotional state. Because most people don't give a fuck, man. Because they can't. They feel their own fucking emotion. And when you introduce your emotion, they're like, I don't want to forget about my emotional state, so I cannot care about your emotional state. That's the whole reason why people don't care and they're so ignorant. Alright. The ignorance generator is clogged up emotions and a closed heart for empathy, It's kind of the definition of ignorance, but again, you're like fighting your own demons. Like, dude, I don't want to fight your demons. I have mine. I'm pretty happy with my demons. And yeah, good luck. Good luck. No problem there.
Learn to be better.
you know, like, it's quite a respectable position to be in if someone expresses their negative emotions onto you. Because it's less about you and more about them as a person. So, you know, you dig deeper and see what happens. And so far, nothing terrible has happened to me. So, I'll keep doing it, you know. I'm not deterred from trying something that's some mildly works, but never really gave me any good results. So I might have to like switch it up a little bit of how I do it. But so far, you know, I just love feeding ignorance, because if the ignorance keeps growing, it's kind of like a benchmark of how good of a person you have to be, so I do not ignore you anymore, you know. And that's kind of crazy. The awareness is defined a little bit differently. Ignorance is just one of those things that really block, like a wall, man. So until you get over this wall, I might keep expressing my negative emotions to you, and you get nothing else. All right, you're gonna keep getting tested for STDs, boys. Because again, STDs is also like a fake thing, I would imagine. There's nothing you can possibly, because all I've heard is like it's your hormones tearing you apart, your body. It's not nobody else's. You're not mixing liquids together. Sex is kind of still a clean act. All right, the little bit of juice has its own purpose, but everything else, touching, is still a pretty clean act, because your skin is capable of, you know, being cleaned, at least. You do have to wash yourself afterwards, potentially. If you feel dirty. Maybe you don't feel dirty. But, you know, there's no such dangers, man, that people think there are. It's just, you know, the news stories of the bad things that happen, but statistics are unknown and often exaggerated. All right, let's finish
He
whatever.
said, absolute denial of emotions, any emotions, is to force yourself to be incomplete, as unstable as building with a fractured frame. How are you practicing to complete yourself? What ways have you found help you process negative emotions? We'd love for you to discuss and share. Thanks for
No, you wouldn't. What the fuck is happening, man? Elbow reveal, boys. Don't make it an actual elbow reveal. Hopefully it's
64
content.
to go. 31, 10 million subscribers. Let's go. Let's go. 10 million subscribers. Elbow reveal. You guys will get it later. Don't worry. Don't worry. The elbow reveal will happen.
You know, Santa has given us all of these presents, so we have to deliver them to the little boys and girls across the world who need their presents. And Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a great Christmas. Have a good day. Outro. Have a...
That's it. Well, now you get the idea. Now you get the idea. Or is there any hidden messages? Yeah, it kind of hits me hard. Like, all the labels that you fucking put, people care about this little shit sometimes more than you think. And it's a little bit annoying, but then you realize, oh, okay, I guess it matters. But it kind of doesn't matter if you don't care that much, or if they don't care to actually explain why. I'm not quitting YouTube till I die. 2016 voice. I don't know. I'm so good at outros. So, I don't know who made this video. Give you an elbow reveal while he was alive. But now he can give you the elbow reveal. What the fuck does that mean, dude? See, that's fucked up, right? Whoever fucking crafted this whole nonsense, that person's fucked up, man. People think it's TechnoDad? I don't know, dude. Yeah, it is. TechnoDad here. It's fucked up, dude. But his spirit lives on in you. Thanks to the strength. It's almost like now it sounds like a sacrifice, you know. TechnoDad sacrifices his son, guys. But his spirit lives in you, guys. I finally expressed myself. You know, sometimes it's your parents that are fucking scary. Now I have to look back into my mom like, ugh. I know she's dangerous, guys. Be careful of your parents, guys. I am serious. Okay? Fucking serious about this. Because they have lived a lot longer than you did. And holy fucking moly. You don't know what they're capable of. Alright? The longer you live, the more shit you pick up. Alright? You might look at your parents like weak little shits. Are clueless, don't know how to use technology. Just play them down, keep playing them down, and you'll get these kind of stories popping up more often. Alright, guys? You guys ready for negativity? Darkness, guys? This is just the tippity of the icebergity, boys. It will get worse. Alright? And you'll come back to this video and be like, Gurnex predicted this thing. What do we do now? He definitely has solutions. But just take your parents more seriously, dude. It will happen because a lot of influencers are young people who get paid way more. Interesting. You know, there's a threat, financial threat. Yeah, it's like, I don't want Technoblade to get all the money and all the fame. That sucks. You know. And yes, there's gonna be a lot of people who's gonna be like, I need to hate on Gurnex and see what happens. He might be wrong about this. This is the vibe, boys. He chose to fucking put it like this, man. He put it like this, man. And he's like, okay, no problem. Nobody reads descriptions anyways. So I can take a piss in the descriptions. His spirit lives into you now. Oh. Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted, dude? I don't want the spirit. I'll take the diamond play button. Oh, holy fucking Molino. Molino, boys. Molino. Where's my Ari? Ari, you just received a diamond play button. No problem. What is this Washington thing happening? What is this Washington? Anyone wants to claim that? No? Is it a red state? Our nation's capital, dude. Do we guys have capital? I don't know. I'll think about it. We took that thing. We own this video technically, because I let Ari kiss the diamond play button. That belongs to Technoblade. I iterated that on my previous videos. No, on my thumbnail video, when I explained my thumbnail, I told you guys. Thanks to the strength of the fan community. Oh, so strong. So appreciative. He's getting a lot of cashews, by the way. Just from the chat alone. I saw just dollar signs popping up all the way. The thanks, super thanks. Ooh, so flashy. I'm able to... This is greed right there, boys. This greed. The fact that this exists, thank Technoblade. I can't. He's dead. Hello? I can't do that. Uh-huh. That is his downfall, though. Alright. The dad is oblivious, is incapable of actually controlling this whole fucking narrative properly. He's gonna fall into a downfall, dude. He has also, you know, shown that he wants to express some negative emotions himself. I don't buy it too much, because I want to do it first, okay? If he's gonna be the last one to do it, then he's screwed. But we'll see. I'm able to bring you this. It sucks. By the way. It's less than a minute, dude. It's half a minute. Alright, what did you want, Mr. Daddy? What do you want, Daddy? Hopefully it will start showing up as the most recent video instead of So Long Nerds. Because, frankly, that thing is a downer. Oh, it's a downer, boys. I wonder why. Wait, is that how you want Technoblade to be remembered? Jack Zotti. Jack. Funny thing is, not Jack's Films. Jack Sucks at Life was the person holding the actual diamond play button that I used for the thumbnail. That's where I got the image for the diamond play button. Jack Sucks at Life. So it's kind of a reference, another reference. I'll just give Ari the points for every little thingy. Techno the Pig. This was 6 years ago. Actually 7. Have a good day. It's a scary video because, you know, knowing that he's not expressing any bad emotions, technically it's a downer, you know. Oh, but it's not an expression, dude. Death, still not a fucking expression, dude. I'm sorry, dude. And And you don't care about having millions of subscribers, TechnoDad, right? You can express yourself as much as you want, right? No? Oh, I don't want this to be a downer, guys. Fucking hell, dude. Death is not self-expression. I think that's pretty important to know. So, reacting to death, I don't know. Reminiscing, though, all the emotional roller coasters you did after you posted the death video, which resulted into this video, that's an insult to injury. Like 20 million times, boys. 20 million times. Still an expression, though. It's a sneaking expression. He can turn this around by saying, oh, Gornext, you're pretty smart. Now I'm scared. I sell you Technoblade channel or something. You handle this. And I'll be like, thanks for sharing your Christmas meal with me. I do eat pigs. But, you know, I want everyone to share the meal with me, you know, whoever cares. Please keep spreading love. I do. It is a scary thing because, like, maybe he does know. Again, oh, this video is just a bait. The bait for the losers. But I'm TechnoDad. I'm super smart. I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna talk in this section over here. All right. Please keep spreading the love. What love? Love is not gonna save us from death, unfortunately. And keeping his spirit. What the? Why? Why would I do that? Why would he have to care about Technoblade? We kind of have to, because, you know, it's a big deal. We have to understand death and the face of death. Okay. Maybe I concede. Be kind to another. Alright. I dipped my toe. Well, we need a toe reveal now. And found the welcome to be warm. I got some things planned for you guys. Stay tuned. Subscribe to TechnoDad. I can't subscribe to Technoblade. He actually did what this thing was, but he actually did it himself. So it's not just you know, fluke. It's real now. Oh God. Yeah, it's bad enough, Mr. Christmas Daddy. To millions of people. Yeah. Let's start hunting. Going for blood, boys. Alright, it's the wrong way to do it. Let's see if there's a special filter for hunters. It doesn't have replies. Here we go. 6 is not nothing special. No, that sucks. How does everything has replies? So they're being hunted right now by bots or something? Alright, let's just look at the likes. apply multiple filters. Is there no likes? Minimum number of subs? Seriously, dude? Contain profanity, dude. As replies. So, God fucking damn it. There is no goddamn by likes, only by subscriber count. Well, fuck that then. What if we try that? But it's quite a big question of like, is this being hunted though by? It's gone forever, and I can't stop laughing because this content. Because my content is better, lol. Well, alright. He has 100, right? Fucking hell. Explaining why I'm better. Well, he is the definition of cancer on YouTube, so I don't know if you don't have cancer or you're not dead as a person. It's quite a difficult thing to actually prove. So, I'm sorry, dude. Nice troll, but very sad too. So, yeah, I can't hunt anything down, but maybe it's a magical moment, you know. And that sort of stuff happens for some reason. I don't think I've ever encountered that before. When I cannot spread my negativity. I want it so bad. There's no reason to. Yeah, when it comes to, you know... When it comes to... have to do it efficiently so it doesn't consume you. Or your time or your ability to, you know, spend your time for, like, really important things in life. Because now, like, I'm accelerating, and my time is becoming more and more valuable. And, damn, I don't want to waste time with people who are not being appreciated enough. So I will not be seen. I want to try different things with different people. And maybe I can catch a bigger bite, bigger animal. Like, YouTube landscape is quite, somewhat predictable, somewhat unpredictable. But the most important part is exciting. So, I hope you get the idea. Alright. I'm not vibing. I'm not releasing you guys 30-second clip that you can tear apart. And this stuff is a rock solid shit. And only can encourage you a discussion with me in case you do have to express your negative emotions. Express negativity. You can do it for me, but you must understand, you'll make me stronger that way. Maybe it's a bad idea to do it with me. Alright. But you might get stronger yourself. Alright. You never know until you try. Whether I'm fake or not. Whether I'm evil or not. I might be evil for different people. For now, I can tell you this much. I could very much be evil until you cross the ignorance bar. Alright? Or, you know, because you're watching this in the future. Very likely. But we'll see. We'll see. It's very interesting. I jumped on a trend. See you guys next time.